that they're looking for something. Hey family, and thank you for joining me on another live. I'm trying to put this on my lips. Thank you guys for joining me on another live. Today is Friday and we are doing Design Cafe today. And I'm thinking we're going to talk a little bit about fall since fall is here. And let's talk about people like myself who don't really like to do too much decorating for fall. I just feel like it's a waste of money to do too much decorating for fall. So let's talk about that. We're going to talk about that today, decorating for fall. And then if you guys have any design questions, please put them down in a comment and then I can address those for you. Again, this is Design Cafe, and what I do in Design Cafe is I try to give you guys some free design consultations. So like I said, you can send me your questions via email. My email is always listed. Well, I shouldn't say always. Majority of the times, the email is listed in the description of my videos. It's jackbydesign@gmail.com. So you can send, if you have a picture of your space, you can send me in the picture of that space. I will let you know when I will be discussing your space. We will not discuss who the space belongs to, just to give you that type of privacy, unless you say you don't mind. But I think I would just stick with not disclosing who the spaces are for, and we can go over your space and you can tell me, hey, I'm having trouble with this space. I don't know what to do with this wall. Do you think I have too much stuff on, all that kind of stuff. So you can definitely do that, and we can definitely get you can definitely get your design questions answered. Okay? So I am going to be on here probably for about 30 minutes. Okay, if I don't get any questions, I don't see anyone coming in, it could end up be shorter than that. But I'm trying to give you guys this time to get your design questions answered. I know when I post videos, some people have questions that they wish they could have asked. So this is a time that I am allotting to you guys where you can come and you can ask me the necessary questions where you have concerns about when it comes to design. Okay, that is my specialty. So that's why I am addressing design and not addressing, other things, because I have to stay within my lane. Okay. So what I want to talk about with fall, for someone like myself who don't really like decorating for fall, what I have done over the years where I have started to do some, I want to say kind of major renovations in my home. Before it used to just be little surface stuff, but I have been doing like a lot more in-depth type renovations or buying bigger pieces and stuff like that. Before it used to more be buying a cheaper piece here and there, right? So what I did is I ensured that I had a neutral palette. So once you have a neutral palette, when it comes to doing seasons, you can easily add to that palette. You can add and you can take away. Let's draw an example for my bed. My bed, I would call what I just did a really big overhaul of my bedroom space, because I changed out the wall covering that was on the wall. It was up there for a few years. Well, that wall covering has been up there, I want to say about 4+ years. Probably longer than, yeah, it's been up there for a while. So that was something, but this is still, even though it's like a hint of a blue, that the wall color, it's a blue. It looks gray and sometimes it looks black, but it's actually a blue. And the undertone is blue. Let me say that, right? and that's still, it still comes across as a neutral. But like I said, if you're someone like me who don't do the big decorating for fall, if you have a neutral palette, then how I just added this brown, this orangey bronzy brown here, on my bed, that's how I brought fall in. And that's how I'm bringing fall in throughout the rest of the house. I'm just adding those little colors here and there. And when you guys see my Sunday video, the Sunday video is going to be where I redid the kitchen and just kind of like, for me, instead of saying I'm decorating for fall, I say I'm updating my decor. So for the kitchen, how I updated the decor was I changed out the stems and I changed out my hand towels, that type of stuff. And I probably put like a pumpkin out, but I don't go like all out fall decorating because it stays up too. It's the time span for it to stay up is too short. Plus, I really dislike Halloween. It's a very, very demonic holiday, and I don't celebrate it. All I celebrate is my dad. That's his birthday. so, um, so I don't do much, but like I said, if you have a neutral palette, like how I always try to maintain a neutral palette, then when it comes to seasons like these, it's very easy for you to interchange items. So it's very easy for you to put in a pillow here and there, take a pillow out. Like for me, what I did is I always had these mossy green accent pillows from IKEA. So I just changed those out. I had them in my bed sometime earlier in the year or last year or something. But I just changed those out. This one, I made this one and I made sure when I was selecting it, I was so in love with the fabric. But I also knew that the fabric would have been neutral. And no matter what I'm doing on my bed, I can keep this lumbar pillow on the bed. Okay, because it matches my headboard, right? So even when I'm putting pillows up for Christmas, I can still leave this here, right? Then the backrest pillows, those are the gray ones. Definitely, when I made those, I ensured I was going very neutral and it was something that can stay on the bed. So you just want to add things that's going to make a difference in the space, but not like a big impact. So normally what makes a difference in a space is accents. So accents could be a pillow, it could be a throw, it could be a new bowl, it could be some sticks. Those are different, those are accents, right? So if you add these different accents into the space, it will definitely change the look of your space. So if you just want to do the bare minimum, that's the bare minimum versus going every year and spending all this money decorating your space for fall and it only going to be decorated for like a month and a half or so. Then you have to take all that down because now you want to decorate for Christmas. I would say more invest in your Christmas decoration versus investing so much in your fall decoration. So try to reuse stuff that you've used before, and if you do go purchasing anything, just a little bit. Like me, all I purchased for my bed was this brown throw. That's it. Everything else I had it except for this the coverlet that I have to the bottom of the bed. Those were the two things that I purchased for the bed. And I can definitely call this fall decor because I was bringing in some fall colors, but very minimal. The stems on the side of my bed, I've always had those, so I didn't purchase anything. So I wanted to go with a more plum purpley color is what I wanted to go with. But then I would have had to go rebuy a lot of stuff, and I was like, no, I have to practice what I preach. So that's why I decided to go with this color, because I do have a few things that's already that color. Okay? So those are some of the tips that would definitely say to use, is always try to design or purchase stuff that is very neutral in nature, stuff that is your big pieces that are going to stay. Purchase neutral stuff, and then as the seasons come, you just add minimal things to your space. and not having to go buy a whole bunch of stuff. Is like you're redoing your house all the time. So that's like a must, okay? Always start with a neutral palette and then try to keep it neutral. Now, if you want your space to feel very homey, you would do little things like add in stuff that feels very cozy. You would add up one or two pictures here, family pictures here and there. That's how you make a space feel very homey. When you don't really see a family picture, like in my room, if I didn't have the picture that I have on my nightstand, then your space can start to feel very stark. It can start to feel very staged. And you're designing a home. You want this to be a home, right? So you have to put some of your personality in there. And your personality shouldn't be somebody else's personality. It shouldn't be something that you saw on YouTube or you saw on Pinterest and you just did a replica of that same thing and then you say, oh, this is my... No. You have to put your personality in there. That's somebody else's personality. You have to add something different to it to make it yours. And this is something that I say all the time. Anytime you see something, fall in love with it. Like, there's no sense in reinventing the wheel, but when you're doing it, make it your own. And that's what I was saying. Like, when I did my fireplace, I made it my own. So the way I did the bottom of my fireplace, I haven't seen it like that. I've seen it similar, but I haven't seen it the way that I did it, right? How thick it is, it's going down to the floor, it's giving me these two pieces on the side to put stuff. Like, I haven't seen it like that. So I made it my own. So that's why I always say make something your own. It's okay to copy something, but when in copying it, make it your own. Okay? It's like if you're singing Diana Ross song, you can't song like Diana Ross, but you know the words to the song, you know the beat to the song, you know when to go high, when to go low, and you're singing her song, but it's not Diana Ross singing Diana Ross's song. So you made that song your own by the way you sang it. Okay? So basically that's what I am saying. When you're designing anything, make it your own. Do not try to copy exactly what you're seeing in a magazine, exactly what you're seeing on YouTube. Like, all the houses are starting to look the same. You don't want that for yourself. You want your space to stand out as much as possible for you. You want it to be inviting for you. Okay? So that's some of the tips I would give for fall when decorating for fall. Is to make sure that you have a neutral palette throughout. So if you guys are like doing any type of like renovations right now, I would say think neutral. Think on whatever you're about to purchase, let it be neutral. Now, I know a lot of us was in love with gray work for a few years, well, but now gray is not considered a neutral for us designers anymore. Gray is like, it's outdated now. And that's those cool grays. So if you have the warmer grays, those grays can work for you. Or like what I did, instead of putting gray on my wall, this has a blue undertone. So in reality, it's not a gray, it's a blue. So you can go in using different undertones if you want to use a gray. But those really light grays, those colors are out. So if you are about to do any type of renovations in your space, do not select those colors because your space is going to feel very dated. You're going to be looking at it and be like, something's wrong with my space, and you're going to think it is decor, but no, it's the color that you added to the space. So do not go and add in these light grays and the what's the name of that gray? Repose gray from Sherwin-Williams. Those colors are out. Okay. Yeah. So that's why I always stick neutral, because when it comes to trends, it's hard to like, I'm not going to go repaint my entire house. Now, my entire bedroom used to be a dark gray. And then I got so tired of it. Why? Because it was trending. But because now I have it this white, and my entire, finally got all the gray out my house, and I have all this white. Not one day have I looked at this and say that I am tired of it, right? This wall wasn't white; it was a wall covering that I got very tired of. Am I going to get tired of this? Maybe, yeah. I could see myself wanting to change that out in about probably 4 years from now. That's if I haven't already moved on and built another house, right? But I can see myself getting tired of that blue and saying, okay, what's new on the market? I'm a designer, so I'm gonna always be looking at the trends, and then the trends are gonna get in my head, and then I have to decipher, should this be a trend that I want to follow or not? Like, there's one trend that I have not jumped on the bandwagon with, and I don't think that I am, and that's that boucle. I don't like my stuff look like it's like something is wrong with it, and that's what I see when I see it. Like, I see, like, probably baby Zyla was sitting there and she was picking on the fabric. That's what I see. So I don't have nothing that's boucle. Like, I don't have nothing. Do I? No, I have nothing. Like, I would see it and I'm not impressed by it. So I don't have nothing with that texture at all. And that's just me. But I do see pieces that I'll be like, "Ooh, that looks nice. I like that," because maybe it's not as intense as some of them are, where the pucker on it is really high. Like, I don't like that, right? So yeah. So there's some trends that I will jump on, and there's some trends that I won't jump on. The trend, I would say, in decor now, the trend is being very minimalistic. Don't have a lot going on, and I love it, because at one point the trend, especially when that glam trend was in, it required you to put a lot of stuff in your space, and you felt like you need to put something on every wall, so it's very hard to not put something on every wall. But what that has done to people is, even though that design style is out, people still feel like they need to put something on every wall. Like, when I say every wall, I mean every corner of every flipping wall. Oh, like, no, you don't need to do that. That was then, it's not now. Give the walls a break. Give your eyes a break. Don't put no more holes in the wall. I would say, if you're going through that now, where you have something on every wall, sometimes it's meaningful and sometimes it's not meaningful. So if you feel like you have something on every wall in a space, take everything down. Take everything down off the wall. Wait a while. Like, wait about a few days, maybe, let's say a week. Wait about a week. See how you feel with your space, not having something on every flipping wall, every little knickknack on every wall. And then when you start to add stuff back, add back per wall. So can I turn the camera around? Yeah, I can. So let's look at, let's look at this wall. Okay. So you see I have these mirrors up here that I'm still debating if I want to take those down, right? So I have a mirror over here on this side, and that's the door. So I have a mirror here, I have a mirror there. I'm debating if to take those down. Why I haven't taken them down yet is because they are mirrors. And mirrors reflect light, and they tend to kind of disappear because they're giving you depth. Okay? So these two mirrors is occupying this wall, and then I have this big piece right here. However, let's now look at this wall. Now, the normal person would feel they need to put something somewhere on this wall, and because even if I did not have that thermostat on that wall, I still would not have put a picture on that wall, because your eyes need a break. Like, I don't need something happening over here as well. Give the eyes a break. Then we have this wall. So now I have this big wall. It's okay to put something on this wall, but I made sure I put something that was not going to compete with that wall, with my accent wall and my bed. That's what is the conversation, not this artwork. That is not conversation. So that's why it's the color that it is, and it needed to basically disappear and not be what's the word? Not be competing with my major focal point, which is my headboard wall. Okay? So no, y'all too much in my face. So yeah, so that's what you have to think about. You do not need to put something on every wall. And when you're putting something on the wall, let it make sense. Let it have a purpose. Don't put knickknacks. I was watching something today and I saw like every wall had something, and it had something different, a different theme, different color. It was just, everything was just so different. You do not want to do that. You confuse your design style, you confuse your look, you confuse people that are looking, you confuse the eye. The eye doesn't know what to look at, the eye doesn't know to when to rest. It just feel like the eye is just going. And that's one of the I want to say that is one of the biggest design tips that I give my clients is let your eye rest. And if you feel like your eye is not resting when you're looking at a design, then you have too much going on. Or take a picture. A picture tells 1,000 words. When I tell you, even if I am trying to lay a palette out and I have all these fabrics and I'm laying the fabrics out, and sometimes we designers fall so much in love with a piece of fabric and we want it to work. And I'm like, my fabric gotta work. My fabric gotta work. I will take a picture. Take a picture of the palette and look at the picture. And so it will tell you exactly what's wrong. Like the picture always tells me what's wrong. It'd be like, no, honey, you need to take your fabric that you love so much out and put it in another project. Like I am doing a home right now in Orlando. And the owner told me, he was giving me an idea of what he wants. And I was like, I have to make him fall in love with this particular sofa that I see, because I cannot wait to put this sofa in somebody else's house. I'm so in love with this sofa. If I had found this sofa 2 years ago before I bought my sectional, I would have got me 2 of those sofas. That sofa is so damn pretty. And it's not white. It is a brown color. It is so gorgeous. So I am going to see if I'm going to put it on the design board, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope he picks it. If he picks it, then it's a go. If he don't, then I'll try it in somebody else's home. But if I'm going to somebody's home and somebody don't hurry up and choose it, I'll be selling this blue sofa and putting it in this room. I would have go ahead and get it for downstairs, but I would need 2. That's close to like $3,000 right there. And I don't know how to start even pitching that story to Babe. So, yeah. In anywho, let me show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys this wall over here. To show you that the wall could look busy, but why it's not busy. So I think this wall right here is a good example, because I really had to think it through when I was doing this wall. So let me show you guys. Wait. Well, damn. How do you do this? Okay, you guys can't see, but let me see if I can do it from. Okay. So if you look here in this corner, we have this plant here. It's not on the wall, but it's taking up a void space, right? Then we have our drapery. And then I'm going to show you the entire space, and then we're going to discuss it. And then we have this wall that has always been there with the artwork and the console table. And then we have this wall, the same wall with the what you call those things, the draperies and the blinds. So now that you have seen the wall, let us discuss this part of the wall. So let me tell you why this isn't busy. This isn't busy because this is a mirror that's reflecting light and is giving depth. So basically, the mirror is kind of hiding itself. Then you have this plant, which is a real plant, and it has a lot of body to it, and it's tall, right? And it's also bringing in a next color, a live color, which is the green. So because of that, it could become a conversation, and it created a little vignette right here. So this is like a little vignette happening right here. And that's why that is okay. What again also made it okay is because I created a void with this black, using a black roller shade versus putting anything else there. The drapery is the same color of the walls. So all that stuff is just softening up this space. All that is just getting real soft. And then, like I said, this is creating this little vignette right here. So that's what I did. That's why I did not put any accent pillow in this chair. An accent pillow in this chair would have really started to be too much. If the accent pillow was going to be the same color of the chair, yes. Even if I had put a white accent pillow there, it would have started to be too much. So that's why there's no accent pillow on this chair. So you have to know when to stop. Okay, you have to know when to stop. And a next thing that I ensured that I did is I transfer lines. I look at lines in my space. So if you look at this, where's my finger? If you look at this little jar right here, you see it has these lines in it. Okay, when my curtains were not, if you didn't see my my last video where I did the hack to fix the top part, the tab part of my curtains. If you look at how the curtains were before, they were not falling. You see how these lines connect? Look at the mirror. Look at the lines. Like, I see all of that. When I was looking at the curtains, they were looking very sloppy because I had all this nice lines happening. I had all of this happening. Then I had these sloppy looking tabs up there. It was driving me nuts. So that's why I had to fix it, right? And with the black roller shades, like, this disappears. When I close those down, it disappears. What it also does is it gives me, like, if you're anything like me and you like to sleep in, you would enjoy these roller shades. When I tell you my body have to tell me what time it is. I now use my Alexa a lot because I have to tell her, hey, wake me up at this time. Hey, wake me up at that time. Or let me know when it's this time. I have to tell her that. Because when you shut these down, even when daylight is out there, this room is in such a mood. It's amazing. Amazing. And that's what you have to create for yourself. Like, I always tell people, my home is my sanctuary. And I'll be damned if I cannot enjoy my home. I'll be damned if my space is looking raggedy. I'll be damned if my furniture is looking raggedy. Like, that we ain't gonna do. Your space have to be your sanctuary. Especially if you're out there and you go out every day and you're working so hard and you come home and your house is not inviting. Like, you invite people over, like, you're not inviting people over because you know how your space looks. You're not inviting people over because you know you need to do this and do that. You're not giving yourself time. You have to have time for you. Nobody else is going to have time for you. You have to have time for you. And because I am such a homebody, I work from home. I'm always home. I have to ensure that my space is comfortable. Okay? You don't have to do it like this didn't happen overnight for me. Um I change things as I go, and now I'm feeling comfortable with the changes that I'm making, where those changes feel very permanent. Okay? So that's what you have to do. Like your space, like you today's Friday, and normally today's it for everybody. Like, yeah, people may be working tomorrow, but this always feels like the end of the week. And you probably want to come home, you want to chill, you want to probably have a glass of wine and relax in your space. But if your space don't smell good, if your space don't look good, if your space don't feel good, that relaxation is not going to work out. It's not going to feel real. You're going to always feel like you need to go out to relax. You're going to always feel like you need to go out to enjoy your I don't know what that was. You're going to need to go out to enjoy yourself. Whereas you should be able to enjoy yourself at home. Your home should be your sanctuary. Like this morning when I got up, I lit my candle. I had the candle burning. And I'm so mad at myself. I have to make me another one because one day I had it burning all day and I was downstairs. And I normally don't do that. And it was probably about, I want to say 8 hours after. I know I was smelling something nice downstairs, but it wasn't dawning on me that it was the candle upstairs I was smelling. And my son was coming up and I was like, can you check to see if my candle in my room is still on? And he was like, yeah, it's on. I was like, oh my God, that candle been running for like over 8 hours now. Can you out it? He's like, yeah, I already did. You shouldn't run a candle more than 2 to 3 hours. After that, you need to out it and then let the fragrance do what the fragrance has to do. And that candle was running for like over 8 hours. So it's almost finished. So I do have to make another one. But you want to be able to do that. You want to, whether you're going to light a candle, whether you're going to turn a diffuser on, whatever it is that you're going to do, that when you want to detox from the week and detox from people, detox from situations, detox about from the things that we worry about that we shouldn't be worrying about. Like I always say, why worry about something that you can't fix? You can't fix it. Why are you worrying about it? Period. So you want to detox from all of that, and your home should be the place where you can detox from it. You know, my kids know, like, okay, what you're gonna do is keep the noise down. Leave the noise for when baby Zyla comes. She's the only one that can come, and I can try to tell her, okay, Zyla, that's it, that's enough. But I shouldn't have to be dealing with them making noise as well. They know, they see my bedroom door closed. Okay, you gotta keep the noise down. Mom is in there chilling, and my chilling is either enjoying this monster I have right here, or I'm just laid out here on my couch. I'm watching my favorite TV programs, and I'm just chilling because I don't go anywhere, and I'm okay with that. I always tell people I don't have to be in the clubs. I don't have to be sitting at some bar. If people out there doing stuff to people, killing people, whatever, they're gonna have to come to my house because that's where I'm gonna be. I ain't gonna be out there doing. I'm not into all that. After I go out, get what I want, I'm back home in my house. So I have to ensure that my house is comfortable. Okay? It's just, I don't know. I don't know how much to drill that into people. Like, think about it. You can imagine, right, that you can afford it. And even if you can't afford it, stuff is so cheap. And like you can go into Ross and you can get bed sheets for like $20. So, and I'm pretty sure we spend more than that on Starbucks. So give up Starbucks for a week. Go to Home Goods, Ross, Burlington. Go to one of those places and update your bedding at least. Can we get some new pillows? Your pillows should never be flat out. If your pillows are flat out, it's time to change your pillows. I'm confused. Why? If your sheets are feeling thin, that means you didn't, number one, get good sheets in the beginning. So let's go out and invest in some good sheets. If you're like me, who I buy good sheets, And when I get me a good pair of sheets, I go back right away and I buy another set and put up. So the sheet set that I'm using on my bed right now, I have another one in there, still in the package, have not opened it. Because when I tell you, the more I wash these sheets, the better they feel. That's because I invested. Now, they weren't that expensive. I got them from Bed Bath and Beyond. I always try to catch a sale. If I see something that I like, I would put, if I can put a notification on it, like let me know when this goes on sale. Do those kind of things, right? But your bedding, that's where you lay your head. You can imagine if you don't get a good night's sleep, how you gonna feel? When you get up, you're gonna be all cranky. You're gonna be all snapping on people, all that kind of stuff. Like a mattress. A mattress life is about between 7. Some is, well, in the hotels, we're supposed to change them out at 7 years. So 7 years to the max you should go with a mattress is 10 years. My mattress right now is ready to change. Now, if you look at my mattress, it looks brand new. Why? I took care of it. However, I know the wear of the mattress is only 7 years. So I had to buy, because I'm not ready to change it, but I have to change it. If not by the end of this year, early next year, I have to change it. But I bought a mattress pad to put on it to add some more plushness to the mattress because I'm a heavy person. So me and a lighter person laying on that mattress might give them 10 years. Me, it's only going to give me 7 years. No matter how much I flip this baby around, and my mattress can only flip from top to bottom, it cannot flip over because it's a pillow top. So your mattress, especially if you're getting on your mattress and it's squeaking, like what are you doing? Can we not do that? Can we not do that? That you should be getting a good night's rest. And if you have gotten so used to sleeping like that, try to get on you sleeping like that. Like, don't do it. Okay? Invest in some good sheets. Invest in some really good bedding. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of money, but you can get good stuff at a good price. Invest in some new bedding. If your mattress is more than 7 years old, if you know you've been using up the heck out of that mattress, don't try to push it to 10 years. Get rid of it. There's a lot of things that's wrong with holding on to a mattress that long. It has your dead skin. As much as you think, oh, I bathe before I go to bed. No, you still have dead skin in that. There's all kind of stuff that's now in that mattress. Some people will be laying and they'll find their stuff every now and then. They're doing that, but you're in the bed and consciously you don't realize you're scratching. Honey, your mattress needs changing. The bed bugs, all the little micey, the little things, the little dust that's in the bed, that's what's giving you the little scratches. So, especially if you never used to take care of your mattress, where you used to spray it, some people spray Febreze, some people do Lysol. If you're not used to doing that kind of stuff to it, your mattress is dead. Let's start again. It's like buying a computer. A computer is only good for a certain amount of years. After that, you need an upgrade. Let's not talk about the phones that they be lying to us about, because they've been trying to get me to upgrade my phone, and what I'm not doing is upgrading my phone. So that's a lie that they did tell, right? But the things that we need to do, like invest in ourselves and do it. That's how I feel. That's what I adopted from my mom. I got all this from my mom. Literally. I don't think she realized she was a designer, but she was a designer. My mom, I remember when she came here when she was sick, and my mattress before this one, this was in 2015. So my mattress before this one, she refused to lay on the mattress. And I was like, Mom, you're not going to sleep? She's like, no, I'm going to sleep out here on the couch. I was like, Mom, come, you can't sleep on the couch. Come and sleep inside on the mattress. And she refused. She said, I cannot put my body on that mattress. You need to go buy a mattress. I was like, well, honey, I cannot afford a mattress right now. I'm in school. I call my dad. Their mattresses be just $1,000, sometimes $2,000 just for the mattress. And I'm like, we ain't doing. That's what we ain't doing. I can't afford that right now. Okay, I'm in school. So she refused to lay on my mattress. And she told me, well, if you ain't gonna have a good mattress, make sure you got good sheets. I was like, Mom, that's what I do have. I have good sheets. I make sure I got good tread count sheets. Like, don't play. But you have to invest in your space so that you will want to stay in your space. Okay? If you don't invest in your space, then you're not going to want to stay in your space. You're not going to want to spend time in your space. You're going to want to feel like you always have to be out of your house. Okay? So guys, that's it. I would say add that to the tips for fall. Make your space very inviting for you so that you would want to enjoy your space for fall. Fall is a very cozy, you want to cuddle up type season. So to do that, your space needs to be comfortable. Okay? So on that note, I am going to rewind what I was watching. And yeah, I'm going to rewind what I was watching and finish watching this out. And then I'm going to start to take my hair down. Let me take this off. Because if I don't take this off, I am not going to, I'm not going to pull my hair down. Okay, so let me take this off so that I will, because I keep saying I'm going to pull my hair down and I haven't done it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to rewind. I might go on TikTok Live and I'm going to take my hair down. So on that note, guys, like I always say, again, you can send me your questions. You can send them under this video. If you have any design questions that you would like me to address for you, if you have a space that you feel you're having a lot of trouble with and you don't know what to do with that space, take a picture of the space. You can send it to me. And next week, Friday, we can address your space. Again, I will not say who the space belongs to, but in the email, just say what you're having trouble with, what you're using that space for, and I will address it and try my best to help you, give you some tips where you can update that space for yourself. Okay, so definitely you can send me those via email. And on that note, I will see you guys next week, Friday, same time, same place. Peace out.